Scoop and Cat.
It's so hard, baby, to play nice, baby, to be so cool. It's so hard, baby, I'm struggling.
How's she doing?
She's okay, she's just moving along swimmingly.
She's chilling.
Yeah, I think so. I think she's just, whatever they do in there. I'm sure she has plenty of room. Probably like a duplex in there at this point. All stretched out and shit. I'm just saying. She is like full on with space. She is good. I'm trying to adjust myself.
Do you think that? Wait, is that why babies come out bigger?
I don't know, but I mean, I'm stretched out, so she can just like really.
I mean, yeah. Athena or Iskra was the biggest.
I mean, she had room. There's no constriction there.
Yeah, she was like, I can stretch my legs.
Yeah, she's
ain't
like,
no economy class here.
She's definitely in first on Arab Emirates. The seat goes all the way back. Yeah, she's good.
She's good. She's good.
I feel like, she may not want to come out because she's so comfortable. It's just like.
Literally. That's literally.
Like, it's a lot of space. She can probably still roll around in 9 months. It's like.
That was literally Iskra.
Was literally
Iskra.
Used up and stretched out.
In the best way.
And like, yeah.
It's like leather shoes. Like they're better.
Yeah, my uterus is like a good leather shoe. Stretched out.
Exactly.
So yeah, what are we chatting about? Besides stretched out, leathery uteruses.
Well,
you can add that if you want.
Yeah. Oh, it's going in there.
It's going in there. You used up uterus whore. It's fine. It's going in there.
Yes and no. It depends, obviously, on how we can edit it. So we're not. The cat's not out of the bag. But
I don't care. I mean, if they're listening, then it will be. I mean, like, you should listen to my podcast and
exactly. It's like if you want to know,
you should have been listening.
You got to be in the know. Exactly.
I was running late because the dog decided to throw up, but at least he went to his pad. Well, he attempted to get it on the pad, so I really appreciate that for him. I'm like, I'll clean that up afterwards.
Puking or peeing or
puking? He
was trying to puke on the pad.
Yeah, like his little wee pad. He goes.
He knows how to. Wow,
it's so nice of him, right? To like
a little gentleman.
Every night, I'm like, thank you, Rocco. I really appreciate that. It wasn't necessarily all the way on the pad, but at least it's in the area. Yeah. And like you won't like walk down the steps and just. I'm like, what the fuck is that? It's great. Like children would do that to you, but he won't.
Yeah. The worst with dog puke is when it's like just water. And so
like biley, like that. Like his has some consistency, so you can actually like scoop it up. Actually.
Yeah.
Or now he's ready to eat again. I'm like, what are you like? Are you bulimic? I'm like, are you like binge and purge? I don't know.
With Lola when she pukes her food because she eats fast and
exactly.
We go, it's okay, because she looks like all like I'm sorry, and we're like, it's okay, and then she starts eating it back up, and I'm like, just don't look.
But I hate when dogs will try to eat it. It's like, don't do that. I'm a little bit like. I appreciate you helping the situation, like trying to clean it, but please refrain. Please don't do that. Like, and then they look at you, you're looking at them. It's like, this is embarrassing. Like,
you're like, I'm embarrassed for you.
I'm embarrassed for you. Like, why'd you?
You're like, I know you're already embarrassed, but I'm extra embarrassed.
Like, why'd you eat that? Like, don't eat that. Just like, and then, I was in the bathroom, brushing my teeth. My cap to my toothbrush, it like bounced. And I feel like in the bathroom, the physics, like the law of physics works differently. Like no matter where it falls from, it
Murphy's Law.
Yeah, it still finds a way. Like, so Murphy's Law and physics come together and find a way to make everything fall in the toilet. It doesn't matter where it fell from.
No.
The cap of my toothbrush. And I was like, I saw it happening. I was like, wait, no, it wasn't even really next to the toilet. So I'm like, it bounced again, and like it was like some weird science experiment. I'm like, it's gonna go in the toilet. As soon as it popped off, I'm like, this is going in the toilet. Of course, I had just peed, and I didn't get a chance to flush.
You're like, this is going in the toilet.
And it's going in the toilet because I peed too. So that the pee was the magnet.
Stop.
To like really enforce this law of physics to attract whatever was falling. So I feel like everything falls in the toilet, no matter what. It could be coming from the shower, and then some way, somehow, it'll magically make it into his filled toilet. Like, it just jumps, it just leaps, and I don't get it. Maybe it's just me, but it's like when you're mad and the door handle grabs your shirt or something. It's just, I feel like it's the equivalent to that. It's like, if you're already pissed, like, just know
you're like
that
in
the
the
door
kitchen,
handle,
you're trying to move around, and it's
just know the door handle is gonna grab it, and it's like,
it's like, why?
You're like, why are you grabbing me right now? And I feel like they're one and the same. So if you drop anything in the bathroom, it's going in the toilet, no matter where you dropped it from in the bathroom. And if you're angry and you walk past a doorknob or door handle, you're gonna get caught. It's just how it is. So that was my experience this morning.
Hold on, and now Iskra's awake. So hold on one second.
Oh,
yeah. So I was late because not only did Rafa miss the bus, but also, so it was like a full
she's like comrade. She's like comrade. Yes.
She's in comrade mode.
She reminds me of Katya from Drag Race.
Really?
Yes, like the eyes.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Katya, right? So now you see it.
Now I see it.
It's like it clicks. It's the eyes. Yeah. Oh my god. She is so. Look at her skin. You cute. Look at you. Like, yes. You cannot hide me. She's like, you cannot hide me.
You cannot hide me. It was so funny.
I was to be seen.
With one of my clients, we were playing. I'm trying to get them to like get to know each other more and
icebreakers kind of thing.
What's that?
Like an icebreaker, like
like they've already worked with each other for a long time, but like but it's just a chance to like have more like personal connection time. Yeah. So we were doing would you rather, and one of the things was like, would you rather lose your sight or lose your memories? And I said, what would you say?
Memories. I'm not trying to walk around blind. I'm so sorry. We can make new ones, but I can use my vision to see the new memories I'm about to make. Take everything from me. Just don't take my vision, please. You could take my limbs. I'll be a chicken nugget. No arms, no legs, whatever. There, she's like, I did it, but now I'm back. Don't take my vision, please. Don't take my sight. I'll lose my hearing first.
Don't do
sense of smell. Take all my 5 senses, my limbs.
But don't take your sight.
Don't, please. I don't want a dog leading me around. I mean, no. Or a stick. I need to see what's going on.
Well, and also you're a fashionista.
Right.
So you care about color. You care about.
Me? I could end up like Stevie Wonder because he's blind. So he has no idea the crime that they're committing against him, for example. No. Could be Stevie Wonder. Like, who dresses him?
Don't Stevie Wonder me.
Like, don't Stevie Wonder me. Like, who dresses him? They need to cut that man's hair. They know that Stevie's hairline is like back here now, and
oh my god, that's hilarious.
Come on. And he's just out there, none sunglasses on, none the wiser. I don't want to be like Steve. No, that's too funny. I need my vision, please. What would you say?
I would say actually take my sight. Okay. And the reason why is because I don't want to memento my life. Have you seen that movie Memento?
Yeah, I remember.
And also, like, I'm like, I can't imagine, because you hear those people who have Alzheimer's.
Yeah. I mean, that is very sad. It is.
Yeah. I can't imagine, like, my daughter, Iskra, this one, coming to me and going, I'm your daughter. I'd be like,
are you?
What? I'd be like, what scam is this? Like, what are you trying to pull?
I remember if I gave birth to something. Who are you?
Well, and I look like I'm the babysitter.
It's okay. I get that a lot too in my children.
Really? Because your kids, I can see you and your kids, even though they're really light skinned.
You see the boy, Sophia and Sarai. I didn't look like the nanny, really. Maybe Sophia a little bit because she looked a little, Cuban, a little Hispanic there. But the boys, when they're babies,
you could pass. You could pass for.
I could.
For sure. Yeah.
Right. But the boys, like I told you, I don't know if we discussed this. Maybe we did in one of the previous episodes. They thought they lost.
They're clones.
They thought they lost. Who was it? I think it was Aiden. They thought they lost Aiden. because I went to the window in the nursery after I had him, and they were confused. They were looking at me. I waved, and they're like, okay. So they were checking, and there was only like 6 babies in there. I think I saw an Asian baby, maybe a little Indian one, and the rest were white. Well, except for Aiden. And they were looking, and they were like,
but he's white-ish.
Right. The nurses like made eye contact, and I saw the fear like from behind the glass. Like, the baby. They went through like 3 more times. They're like, "Where's the brown lady's baby?" Because that one is Indian. We remember the mom there. She's not Asian, and there's no black in that one. They blend in. They're like East Coast, East Coast complexion. Like when they're born, and they have like straight hair. And I had to tap the glass, and I'm like, that one, and they're like. I'm like, yeah, I'm just a vessel.
That's how I feel. That's how I feel with East Coast.
I'm like for my little vanilla latte men.
Yeah, literally. This
little white mochas, white chocolate.
I
mochas.
Love it.
They're like white chocolate mochas from Starbucks. Like they're mocha, but you can't.
Once you taste it, and then you're like, oh, okay.
Oh yeah, like all right, okay. There's the mocha.
That took a moment. That took a moment, right?
They were really nervous. They were probably thinking, like, do you know the paperwork we're going to have to do for this? The news is coming. We lost a black lady's baby. This is going to be bad.
This is bad.
And I think they were white, too. So they were like, oh, gosh, Al Sharpton's coming.
They're like, oh, no.
They're like, Al Sharpton's coming.
Obama's going to make
a
PSA.
Jesse Jackson might come up, but
Michelle's going to come out.
But whenever there's an issue, with black people with crime
and mothers,
Al Sharpton is popping up. He's showing up and showing out, and they didn't need him to come in there. So I'm like, it's that one. It's fine.
It's that one. It's okay. Don't worry.
You're like,
stop the press.
They were like. I just feel like the relief, like they're about to shit themselves, like legit. Like
that's so funny.
Yes.
Oh my god, I love it. So last time we were talking, we were getting ready for the Met.
Yes, we were.
Yeah. So I know it's been a while because we're moms.
We're ready for the next Met Gala.
We're on mom schedules here, okay? But I feel like it still matters. Like, who were your favorite dress?
Ooh. Let me see. I think I had like some saved here. I'm like looking at my phone. Yes. Who were your favorite looks? Did you have any?
I'm not gonna lie. There was I don't remember her name.
Okay.
She was the one that had like the clay dress that was
yes.
To her body.
What's her name? I think is that Tyler? That was a Balmain.
Yeah. It was Tyler. It was Tyler.
And they had to cut her out of it.
Really?
They had to cut her out. She was one of my
favorites. They also had to like literally carry her. They had to like pick her up like a doll.
She was like Tinkerbell in a sand gown. She was like, it was so cute.
Yes.
They just picked her up. They were like,
I mean, I
her like being lifted up. She was so tiny. She had her little purse, which was I don't know. What is that? The sand. Is that hourglass? Am I making that up?
Oh yeah,
hourglass sand, right? That's what.
Yeah.
Yes, that was her purse. It was an hourglass.
Oh wow! I didn't see that.
Yeah, it was cute. A lot of details. It was great. It was Balmain, and they actually had to cut her out of it, and they cut it. Like the designer of the dress was actually there, and they cut her, and then they made it like a cute little mini dress. So she had the upper part on, upper portion.
Oh, that's actually cute. Like that's smart.
Move, yes. I'm like, okay. I did love her look. Jennifer Lopez, she looked amazing.
Oh my god, I didn't see J-Lo.
Yeah, she looked good. She wore Schiaparelli. I loved her dress. She looked amazing. Gigi Hadid, she wore Tom Brown and Chopard. Chopard was her jewels. But Tom Brown made the gown, and I liked the gown. I wouldn't have liked it maybe in most other settings, but it was very fitting for the theme.
Oh, very cute.
Because it was like, like a secret garden, enchanted, kind of feel. And I thought that was very on theme. She nailed it.
Yeah, it compliments her.
It did. Look, who else did I like? Kendall Jenner and Givenchy.
Dude, Kendall is always.
Yeah, she usually does very well.
She always slays. Like
She
she's
does,
just got
and
the face of Slay. She's got the body of Slay. She's like, if Slay were a person.
yes, like she normally like nails it, and I really love her
Yeah.
aesthetic, and she's true to her fashion sense, and it was a great dress for her. I
That
think
is
it was from
beautiful.
1999, so she pulled it from like the archives.
Oh, I love it. I
Love that
love
one.
her hair with it.
The
It
hair,
feels
it was just perfect.
Yeah, it feels
It was
very
just,
like princess.
yeah,
Like
it was like a
regal.
dark princess
Yeah.
kind of look. Like she could have been in The Witcher or something like that, or like Game of Thrones. Like it was giving. It was great. Sarah Jessica Parker. Yeah, she looked great. She's a fashion girl, so I feel like she definitely nailed her look.
Yes, it's very on brand for her. This is a very on brand look for her.
And I don't really know if anyone else would be able to pull that off besides her.
No, exactly.
But she
leans into her style. She has a brand. That's definitely, yeah.
Yes,
I agree for sure.
Lana Del Rey, she was interesting.
I saw the memes on this one, which was really funny.
And I like the look. I like that she was pulling off Zendaya's looks. I really, really like the second one in black.
Zendaya, yes.
I expect
Did she buy the black one? She bought one of them, and one of them was archive, and
I think the black one was the archived one.
I loved the
Oh, there she is. Yeah, she wore vintage Givenchy as well.
Right.
She looked amazing. Like she looked awesome. I love.
Yeah. What was your favorite part of this?
For Zendaya, I mean, the first look I didn't hate, but I was like, okay, this is a little. I was expecting like more, and I'm like, maybe she'll come out again, and she definitely did. And I'm like, this is it. This is what I was going for.
The second one was the black one, and the first one was the gray blue one,
like a bluish kind of taffeta or whatever that was. I'm like, okay, this is interesting. It was like really high fashion prom couture almost. And if it was on anyone else, it would have looked god awful.
Yeah,
like
you have to. If I saw that on a runway model, I would like it.
Right.
And therefore you have to embody, you have to have that energy of runway.
Right. And Zendaya has that energy where she looks better than the models on the runway and everything she wears. So it's
totally.
I feel like Zendaya is a supermodel who can act.
Which is crazy.
Yeah, and she's an entertainer because she sings and dances too. So
I've never heard her sing.
Yeah, she has music.
I know she performed. I think she performed at what was it, Coachella last year or this year?
I think it was last year. last summer. The most recent one that passed Coachella. Yeah, it's in the summer, right? Am I making that up? Whatever. But that one. I'm old. I don't know. These young kids going to Coachella. She was there, and yeah, I remember she was thanking fans like for supporting her with Euphoria and things like that. And she's just
I think it was last year though. Yeah.
She does no wrong.
She does
like even when you think it'll be wrong, it's like, but like, wait, this translates well. So I get what she's doing. It's like, look at that hefty bag. No, it's like,
and I love that she brings her flavor to all her roles. Like you can hear her in all her roles
and everything, no matter what she has on. Like even when she's in Euphoria, or even when she was in Challengers, even when she's not like heavily made up, you still feel that energy.
Even in Dune,
you still feel it. It's just even when she's high on drugs in Euphoria, like fucking drugged out. It's like, oh, wow, she is just look at that energy. She's on. That's OD, but she is on. Like she's just
100%. And I mean, she has an unapologetic sense of self, and I think that's key to her essence, her X factor is like she has such an unapologetic sense of self. I mean, the way she got on the map for me, because I didn't know about her like Disney roles or anything, but the way that I learned about her was years ago when there was that controversy.
Oh yes, with Juliana Rancic,
her dreads
on the red carpet. It's like, Alice, she looks like she smells like patchouli. And
oh my god, patchouli! It was like, girl. And
as soon as she said that, I'm like, I felt like Whoopi Goldberg from Ghost. I'm like, you in danger, girl. I'm like, they are coming. Like, I said, I said, girl, I'm like, they're coming for her ass. And they came and swiftly they did. And then she's sitting there acting like, oh, I don't understand why. Just bitch, you know why you said what you said. Don't.
Oh my God. Yeah.
Don't,
Yeah. 100%.
Don't
100%.
try to pussyfoot around.
Zendaya's response.
Oh,
that was like, I was so impressed because she embodied a response that was first and foremost educated.
yes.
And just and then unapologetic, right? It was just
it was
like
a read. It was a nice
it was
read.
a read.
The
Oh,
library
girl,
was
was it a
open.
read?
She put her little glasses on. She's like, cool.
She's like, the library's open
24/7. She was like, I don't care.
I mean, if anything, she was like, okay. You know what I
oh.
mean? Like, she's not somebody who's going to be like hurt. She's like, now my turn.
Right. She's like, are you done? Are you done? Great.
Are you
Now
done?
you wrap this
Okay,
up
cool.
because I'm ready to go.
Yeah, that was my first experience with.
Yes, I feel like for most people, like our age, and then I'm like, because we're old as shit. Like we're watching Disney, like. And then I actually tuned in. I'm like, she was on this show, and she still looks the same.
Yes, which is like, crazy.
And her dad was Kadeem Hardison on the show. Dwayne from A Different World.
Yes,
on the show too. He was her dad on the show. Yes,
that's so cool. So she was also
like,
surrounded by good people that really she was lucky.
Yeah, she was lucky, and she. She was able to make that transition from childhood star to successful adult star, from what we can tell, unscathed.
Right.
She
relatively unscathed. I mean, there's always some trauma. Like we're going.
Yeah, I'm sure there's trauma.
Hard growing up.
It just seemed like it was an effortless transition for her.
Yeah.
Like, some, child stars, and they try to make that transition. It's not good. It's
rough.
Like Lindsay Lohan, Britney Spears, you know what I mean? Like you see a lot of them, and other Disney stars with Miley Cyrus, she seemed like there's trauma. But
yeah,
and she's admitted that too. But I digress.
She leaned all the way in.
She leaned all the way into that. She was like, oh yeah. She was like, it's fucked.
Yeah.
But she's like, no, there's trauma there. She probably had therapy, a lot to unpack. I'm happy she's doing well now.
Yeah.
But, she seemed like one of the lucky few that made that transition. Oh, her and Ryan Gosling. Because he was on the Mickey Mouse Club.
Oh my God, that's right.
Yes, he was there. Yes, it was him. Ryan Gosling. He was on the Mickey Mouse Club too on Disney with Jake.
He went through a transformation because that's right. I remember he used to be the one of the heartthrobs, right?
Yes.
Like the heartthrob.
Little magazines you would see.
Yep. Teen magazine.
Yeah, with like Jonathan Taylor Thomas, who's somewhere in obscurity.
I was in love with
all of those guys. But yeah, so Zendaya and Ryan Gosling's here. They seem like they made that transition. They seem like they're stable, like in balance, then that they're okay. And I hope they are. But
I think a lot of it has to do with finding who you are despite the noise.
Yes.
And that was one of the reasons why I've always been really when Rafa was a baby, he got scouted and I rejected advances. Yeah. And it's because when I was a kid, I also kind of got into a lot of, child acting and stuff like that. I
can see that because you have the same face.
Yeah.
So I mean, it makes sense as you did it, then I get it.
Same face. It was literally one of those things where I was like very adamant. I don't, to put a child in a situation where their success failure ratio is completely reliant on external factors. And so their sense of self becomes overwritten with whether or not they are succeeding or failing in their job, essentially, right? Even if it's fun, right? There's still a producer, there's still a director, there's still a photographer, there's still somebody who's going, this works, that does not work. Right.
And it's fun up until a certain point, until a certain age. It's fun up until they're like, 17 or 18, and then it's not fun anymore. You
Right,
know what I mean?
exactly.
You see it so much. Like what
Totally.
happens to them.
And then they go, then there's that rejection. And then it's like, oh my God, my whole life, as short as it's been, my whole life has been centered around making these people happy. And now my
And
life
now they're
is
I'm
over.
done. Like they're done with me. So like, what do I
Exactly.
do now?
Exactly. And Athena right now, she's been taking acting classes. And I did not want to get her in that, but then I realized, like, I wanted to get her into like singing and dancing.
Right.
They didn't have those classes. They didn't have anybody else in the class. So we're like, okay, we'll get her in the acting class. And there was like only her. And I was like, that's great. That's perfect. Like, just so that it's, she's just having fun. Because Athena has, and this is where, this is like in all of the scenarios and with all of the fear that I have and all that I've seen, this is the very, very, very edge case where I'm like, okay, I'm okay with her doing it because it's so naturally a part of her personality.
It is.
She is.
Yeah, she loves the camera
all the time.
Yeah,
it does not matter. When she was 2, she by herself. She wanted to get on the chair and start singing to us, and she's like, "Do you know what I mean?" Like she's always had that personality, and it's fun for her. Like she's
right. It's fun. Like it brings her joy. It's an outlet.
Totally, and it's genuinely just it's right. Like she just has this brightness. And and I used to have my own theater company, so I've been around. I know a thing or two about a thing or two. Like you don't know me.
Like I had my own theater company. I actually used to have my own neurosurgeon practice. Construction.
I invented the Neuralink.
I built the Burj Khalifa, my construction company. But after that, I didn't want to do it anymore.
I'm dead. So
I worked in the White House. I was there for Watergate. Like what? Just casually.
I wrote the report on Watergate.
Just casually slide them. But when I had my theater company, it's like
it was Chicago. Like everybody was doing it. So anyways,
on the loop, everyone was doing it. Okay.
Oh my God, it was so funny. It wasn't glamorous, but it was fun. But it was fun, exactly. Right. And so it was like you see people who, and in entertainment in general, you see people who have a lot of different reasons, and there's a lot of nuance to those reasons. Right. And sometimes it's not very nuanced, and sometimes it's very clearly coming from a place of like unhealthy neediness, right? There's people who are like, they're about the applause, and I think that that's fine. It's not about whether or not it's for the applause. It's about like, how does that fulfill you, right? Like, is it fun? Like when she's putting on makeup and stuff, like she likes little sparkles on her eyes, or you know what I mean? When I'm doing her hair, she would say, Mommy, I want to be beautiful. And that's when she wants me to do her hair, and I go, baby, you're already beautiful. Right. The hair, the makeup, the clothes, that's fun.
That's
right?
just an enhancement.
Fun.
That's
exactly.
All it is. Right.
Exactly. Like I want you to know that you already, as you are beautiful. You're perfect. Important. And everything else is for fun.
Yes.
It's for fun. And she has that embodiment in her. Like when it comes to dancing, acting, putting on like the dresses and everything, you can see like it's genuinely enjoyable for her. So but and it's one of those things where they're already like, well, there's there's going to be auditions for a commercial, and it's like, if it works out in the sense of like timing, and it has to be very serendipitous, because I'm not about to be like in that life, you know what I mean? It's one thing if it's like dance, gymnastics, it's something it's different, and which she already is. She's also in gymnastics, she's in jiu-jitsu, like she loves these things, but
she'll beat your ass on a red carpet.
Beat your ass on a red carpet. Cardi B's like, with me. Right. Nikki's like, no, mine.
It's up to you.
It's like those like female bodyguard assassins.
It's like a bodyguard assassin entertainer,
and she'll entertain you. I mean, she's a threefer.
She'll kick your ass and put her on the show, and then keep doing it.
And a little hair flip.
I love it. I love it. That Libra energy.
That's the Libra energy for sure. But yeah. Who in your family of the kids do you feel like would go that route.
Sophia.
For sure.
Absolutely. Yeah. Sophia. You know, she does gymnastics now. Not gymnastics. We just been going these private tumbling. You know, she goes to gymnastics.
She's been doing a lot of She's been doing gymnastics.
Yeah, she has. So she does, you know, the competitive cheer. Yes. And she enjoys performing. She enjoys being on stage.
And they got really far.
They did. And, you know, I did at one point consider putting her like in modeling. If I see like a modeling gig come up or something, I'll submit her. She hasn't got picked for anything yet. But if I see something, I'm like, oh, it's close, you know. Yeah. They're asking for kids. I'll submit her and see what happens. She's open to it. But it's not something like she's like super passionate about. If I say, oh, they want to see you for a photo shoot. She's like, oh, cool. Like she'd be like interested. Yeah, but it's not something like she's focused on consistently. You know what I mean? Like the way Athena is. But I thought about putting her in acting classes and things because
she would do great. Oh my God. She would.
And her old principal, whose daughter is an actress now. She was actually in Lion King as Nala on Broadway. Yeah, so she's been on some things and some Netflix shows.
Oh my God.
She said Sophia has that it factor. Like you should really consider putting 100%.
Her in. She's got face, I mean? She's got presence. Yeah.
She has a lot of presence and she's all about her looks and aesthetics. Complete.
Yeah.
She drives me crazy.
She fixes you.
Yes, she does. Like, she's like, where's your lipstick? Why? Like, no, you can't go out looking like that. Put something on. She was like, are you going out like that? I'm like, I was. I guess I'm not.
I guess I'm not.
But that's that. Drew, he's more into like science and learning and education and things.
Yeah, I love that.
That's his jam. He's like, I don't care about those people. That's him. He likes to be entertained, but he's not entertaining. He's like, he said, I don't believe in anything. I believe in science. As I told you, that's his jam. It. So Aiden should be in acting because he can be very dramatic.
Yeah.
Maybe I should consider putting him in acting class.
Yeah, it'll be an outlet.
It might be because
he can channel.
That's how I was. He's a drama king. Like, yeah. Like, oh no, like you don't love me. If you say like if he's tired and he's extra dramatic, if you tell him no, you can't have something, he goes, "You said you don't love me. How could you say that to me? How could you say you don't love me?" I'm like, Aiden, no one said that. I'm like, but you don't love me. I said no to chips, so there's that.
No to chips.
Siraj, no more behind the scenes kind of gal, you know. Very quiet and reserved. And this one, I don't know. We'll see. Yeah. She'll probably have that Libra energy in there. I'm feeling that.
Yeah.
So I think I don't know. I feel like she's reserved, but I feel like, you know, she likes the finer things. Like I can't eat certain things. That's for sure. I'll get sick.
Yeah.
Like I can't eat fast food. I can't do certain things.
1 second.
Oh yeah. Go ahead.
Oh. So they're redoing the road. So it's on the next street. It's like just the next street at the stop sign. Take a left. It's right there. Because I can't get in the garage.
Like what about me and Tesla? Can I get out?
No. You can't get out.
There's no escape.
I didn't realize it was today, but yeah, they locked. If you look at the road, is you take so you go up this way at the stop sign, you take a left. So right after the mailboxes. Yeah.
Like there's no escape.
That was another reason I was late, is because I couldn't get into my house.
You left, but you couldn't get back in. It's like, but I live here.
I was like, thank God I left, because when I came back, I couldn't even, like, the gates were closed off with ribbon and everything. I was like, I had to go in through another way.
You're like, it's a crime scene? Like, okay.
Cool. Yeah. And then
escalated quickly.
And literally, like, our house on our street, our house is the only one that got roped off, like, because they just did all the rest. And then now it was our turn to suffer.
Oh, okay. You're like,
yeah.
I just left here.
I was like, I won't take it personal, but I do feel like it's personal.
Right. Like, I just left and there was nothing here. But
yeah.
Now it's there. Like, how far is the school? Like, I dropped them and I came back.
Exactly.
What's happening?
They were quick. She's gone now.
She's gone. And it's like, fuck. Like, okay.
Oh, that's
Happy you made it back.
Yeah, me too. But yeah, and she was in the car seat, and I was like carrying her to the house.
Oh, you had to carry her in the car seat?
Yeah, exactly. So I had to carry her back to the house.
No, I'm gonna have to pull out the little, the stroller just attached. I feel like the car seat itself is heavy. And then you
It is so heavy.
A cement block. It's
Girl, for real. I'm like, yeah, I got tennis elbow.
Yes.
I felt so weak. And also because she was like 9.5 pounds. So already when she was first born, I was like,
first born, it was still a workout.
I was like, I'm not cut out for this.
Right. That's when she was first born. It was a workout because when they first born, like, okay, like a little 7-8 pounds, like,
yeah,
this is light, this is easy, then just scoop them one up.
Yeah,
you're like, fuck.
I'm like, it's not cute. It doesn't work.
For a ride, you're sweating. It's like, why am I sweating this much? I'm just trying to get you to the car.
When I tell you, yes, when I take Athena to her classes, and I'm so wetting when I get in there, and I've got the car seat and everything, I'm like,
you're like, fuck. Like, that car seat turns into like a weapon. It's heavy. I'm like, this metal? It's like, what the fuck is in here?
Titanium?
Like,
what are we talking about?
It's heavy. Oh, and one last thing about the Met Gala.
Oh, yes, yeah. Because I was gonna ask you what the worst.
Oh,
the one that made you like
cringe.
Yeah.
But Kim Kardashian, did you see her look?
Yes.
She said, I don't give a damn about oxygen, inhalation. She's like, baby, I am putting, no.
She doesn't look
breathing
real.
Doesn't matter. I feel like they had a breathing apparatus for her in the back.
Yeah, they were saying that she used like a corset, a shaper, like all these things.
She looked like she busted 4 ribs to get into that thing. I mean, it looked like an optical illusion. Like her waist.
Yeah.
Her waist looked like it was 15 inches. And one thing about Kim, she's going to give a look. Yeah. She doesn't care what she has to sacrifice to deliver her vision. Isn't she a Libra too?
I don't know. Okay, Google.
Yep, I'm pretty sure.
What astrological sign is Kim Kardashian?
I'm pretty sure she's a Libra.
She's a Libra. You're right. Oh my God, that's so funny. She's
telling you.
Entertainer.
Yep. And Beyonce, she's a Virgo, but she has a lot of Libra placements and a lot of Libra. And I'm telling you, it's these Libras, like, they're not for play, especially the women. Like, they're very meticulous on how they want things to look and how they want to come off.
Right.
Like, and Kim, like I said, she doesn't give a damn about pain, maybe even dying at this point, but she's going to give you that look. I'm like, I don't care about dying. Yeah. Do you see this outfit? Like, baby, it's to die for. Like,
it reminds me of, my favorite look of Kim's of all time is the mermaid. The one where she looks like water's dripping off of her.
Oh, yes. When she was with Kanye, right?
Yes. And yes. And that was the same. The way it cut into her.
She didn't care about none of that.
It was it was out of this world. It was really out of this world.
I'm telling you, she took her organs out and left those shits at home. I don't even know.
She left them at home. She said, I'll be back.
Show me these intestines. Fucking, like, gallbladders aren't even that necessary. Like, you can remove them and live.
Liver's the largest organ. It don't even need to be
it can go. Fuck that. Like,
I feel like there's people
she's rich enough, baby, to put that shit back when she gets home. She had like
half of their colon.
Yeah, she don't need that. She's too much colon. Like, that's taking up too much space. I'm telling you, she removed them, put them in some type of hyperbaric chamber or whatever, and she had like some vials in her. And she was like, this will hold me for 5 hours until I get home and put my organs back. Like,
oh my God, that's so funny. Well, you know what they say about why she doesn't have kids anymore. This one's, you hear her growling?
I do.
They said it's for medical reasons.
It is because it was bad. But what else did they say?
Because she's like a French bulldog. Because French bulldogs can't have babies naturally.
Really?
Yes, because they're not natural. First of all, their heads are way too big for their torsos, so they have to be delivered by cesarean.
Oh yes. So but like, so humans too. So like when we see those big head humans, there's no way you came on it. I mean, we see them.
There's no way you came out naturally.
So they have to. Oh,
Yes.
so they have planned cesareans. No
Yes,
VBAC for them, huh? They do have big ass heads and little bodies, though.
They do. I mean, it's sad. They're cute, but that's also the problem with
that's
breeding and
fucked
stuff.
up.
But I know. But anyway, I kind of see like Kim, like she's like so like modified. She can't have her own babies.
She can, but it's like it would kill her.
Yeah.
She had what did she have?
Oh, was it like a?
She's a medical condition because let me see. Let me find the condition for you. I can't remember the name of it, but yeah, if they said she had any more, she'd probably bleed out and die.
Wow.
Yeah, she couldn't. That's why she had the other one by surrogate.
Yeah.
Let me see the name of it.
I think she only had 2 babies, right?
She had 2. She couldn't have any more after that. Where was it? I don't care about her psoriasis right now. Yes. Okay, yes, that's what it is. It's called placenta accreta. I might be saying it wrong. A placenta accreta. So basically, the placenta grows out and attaches to other organs.
Oh,
snap. I think that's what it is, if I remember my studies correctly. Let me fact check that. Yes, placenta accreta or accreta is a rare but serious pregnancy condition that occurs when the placenta attaches too deeply to the uterine wall. And does it grow out? Let me see. No, it doesn't leave the uterine wall, but it attaches too deeply. You know how we discussed last week, the placenta, they can massage it out of you?
Right.
This one, they can't. And you can like bleed out. They have to like basically really detach it. Like,
oh, shoot.
Like, get that shit out of there. And the risk of her was bleeding to death if she had more children.
Right. Yeah. That makes total sense.
Yeah. So they wanted more children. So, she had to go the surrogate route. She was like, oh, all right, I get to save my body in the process too.
Okay, shut my duddy ass up.
But yeah, she really cannot.
Like medical condition, that's code.
No, but she really can't. Like it would literally kill her. So I'm happy she didn't. And the second one, I think they realized like this could be a really bad medical emergency. So don't ever do this again. Don't do this again.
Like, my professional opinion, don't.
Right, or else you'd probably have to get like a hysterectomy or something like that. With heavy bleeding, postpartum like that, they might have to take it if you're bleeding too heavily. So
yeah, that makes sense.
Good for you, Kim, and put your organs back. Thank you,
because we need.
But my worst.
Yeah. Who were you not giving life to?
I love Doja Cat.
Oh, hold on.
I love Doja Cat so much.
As a person,
artist, and I even like a lot of her fashion.
Yeah.
But did you see her?
Hold on. Girl, she looks like she's on a wet t-shirt.
She looks like it's just 2003 and she has like the giant t-shirts like from back in the day that guy used to wear in the hood, like the giant t-shirts. And she just fucking got a puddle thrown on her and I'm like,
what is going on?
No.
It's not giving.
I didn't like Lizzo's look.
Lizzo.
Yeah, no.
What about Lizzo's look? Did you not? Was not giving? I'm pulling it up right now.
Chicken, like a piece of fried chicken.
Oh my god! Yeah, girl, no. What is this? Oh my god! Stop, Lizzo.
Demi Moore, she looked great. I forgot to mention her
Demi
earlier.
Did great.
I loved. Yeah, it was very on theme. She looked amazing. There's a model named Anok Yai. Her name is Anok Yai. She's a supermodel. She's like been dubbed the most beautiful woman in the world. You spell her name Anok. Okay. And her last name is Yai. Right? I know. Like they literally custom made that for her. You have to have her exact measurement to wear that cat suit.
I'm like,
and her face, like
I'm having chills.
You see her face? Like
I'm pulling up a bigger picture.
I mean, I think she's from the Sudan, if I'm not mistaken. I think she's Sudanese, if I'm not mistaken. But
Oh my god, I
Yeah.
can look at this for hours.
Look at her face. She's just gorgeous. Like,
she's.
I mean, there's like no words. Like, she's
She could
literally
just be a
so
walking
stunning.
face.
Yes, like
She looks. She's drawn.
she doesn't look real.
I look like I'm looking
Like,
into the
she
face
looks
of
like some
God right
AI.
now.
It's like some AI creation. Like, it doesn't look normal. Like, she looks too
Legit.
perfect. It's just
Legit.
yeah.
Oh my god. What?
Like, literally. Like, I noticed. Look at her, right? Like,
Wow. I
she's
can't
beautiful.
stop looking at her. It's like looking into the
I
face
know.
of God.
Like, she is stunning.
Like even like her ears are cute and small, and like
she
her
looks like some
forehead
AI
proportion.
creature.
It
It doesn't make sense. I want to know who birthed
doesn't make
her.
sense.
I want to know who birthed her. I want to see what they look like.
Who
I want
child
some of
are
that
you?
genetic. Who birthed you? Where are your parents? What is this? She looks like a Fortnite skin or some shit. Like, she looks like she was just perfectly created. Like,
For real.
Like, how do you birth that and be like,
that's not human. She's alien. She comes from
yes, she's too. I don't know where she's from. The fuck. She's from Sudan. Sure, she is. Whatever.
Yeah. That's code.
Whatever you want to call your planet. Okay, whatever. But
Yeah,
she was stunning,
exactly.
absolutely gorgeous. Like,
she's from Venus for sure.
Yes. Like, what is that? Like, that's why I was like, oh my gosh. Like, she's a beauty. She's stunning. She looks amazing. And she's one of those people also, no matter what she's going to put on, she's going to look amazing in it.
She could wear the wet dress and she would.
She could wear the wet dress and I'm like, oh my God, look at her.
She could wear the wet dress barefoot.
Barefoot and be like, look at that. Look at that.
You'd be like, this is a vision from God.
Right. This is a vision from God, from the gods, from Olympus or whatever. And like,
they have delivered onto us.
They have delivered this.
Enough.
I guess. But
oh my God. Wow. That's great. Okay. All right. I feel it. I'm into it. I'm into it.
Cat, I don't know. She's she was styled, what was the brand? Vetements or whatever it's called. Vetements. I think I could be saying it wrong. It's very French, and I could be saying it in bastardized English form. But that's who her dress was by. And like a couple of days before, she wore a saran wrap outfit. Like
Doja?
No, literally. Look up Doja Cat saran wrap. It'll probably come up. I'm serious.
The things we look for.
A Doja Cat saran wrap.
Okay, girl. Why?
Your computers want you to see that.
No, you know what? Doja Cat, the way I feel about Doja Cat is like the actual opposite that I feel about Kim Kardashian. Like I really respect Kim Kardashian's like business sense, her like I don't give a fuck, her
just whole acumen, like
and
everything.
her fashion sense, like everything external, I highly respect.
Yes,
about Kim Kardashian.
Yes, absolutely.
As a person,
that's a different story. I don't want to think about her on a personal level.
She's got a thing, and I don't
know that lady. I don't know that lady.
Yeah,
I'm just gonna leave it at fashion and business.
Yeah, it ain't none of my business because that's not really, you know what I mean.
I'm wearing Skims right now. Thank you, Kim.
Thank you, Kim. Exactly. With Doja Cat, I'm like, you always gonna look the way you want to look.
I respect her as an artist.
But I love her as a person, and I love that she's just so unapologetically herself, and she's like, you know what I mean? She's doing her thing.
I like the saran wrap look better than the Met look.
Wow. Oh, that's saying something.
Are you seeing it?
Yeah, I mean, I see it. I think what's making it hilarious is the fact that she's like wearing it out.
Oh, and about.
Out and about, exactly. Family. Ooh, in a boot. She's literally like what, in like a dollar club?
She's everywhere, like running errands.
She's literally, she's like what, with her boyfriend or her somebody?
I think that they're dating. He's the designer for the brand. I think he actually styled her for the Met. Oh. So I'm not sure if he just like put the t-shirt on her and then they just threw a bucket of water. I'm not sure how the styling really went. Exactly. That's what I said when I saw the look. I cried too.
Oh my God. Even her shoes.
Yeah, her shoes. They look like them.
Her
like the
shoes
PVC.
are saran wrap.
Are they saran wrap, the shoes? They look
Her
like
shoes are
that
saran wrap.
PVC. Let me see. I'm trying to like zoom in. Oh wow, yeah. I thought it was like the PVC. Nope, the shoes are literally saran wrap. And her pinky toe was holding on. It's like, got me tight on. That toe was like,
It literally
is
hanging
you
off.
see it hanging?
Don't let go. It's like from Mad Max.
Yes, it's like don't grab on the
Hanging off the
concrete.
side of the truck.
It's hanging off the side of the car. Exactly. The toe is holding on for dear life, trying to stay put. It's like, please don't. But yes, we work out. Yes,
Work out. This is how we work
exercise. Too much chatter.
out. Exactly. Anybody who says that mothers need to hit the gym.
No, I'm
Don't
telling you, I would just use
understand.
the children. Like, I would just lie down and just do like lifts on them.
I mean,
and I'll do the
and
same
if you
thing
got
with this one.
multiple, especially, or you know what I mean? Like whatever,
Yeah.
you got one on your hip, you clean it up. Clean it up.
One on your hip, making dinner.
Exactly.
Some other one probably on your back. I don't know. One sitting on your head. It's multitasking.
The other one attached to your leg.
The one that
will not let go.
They won't let go. Hold on to your leg. It's like,
Oh my God,
we're
it's so
just
funny.
this. Crazy kids. So
It's hilarious. Well,
we're gonna talk about that woman with the foot fetish, right? Well, not the woman with the foot
let's
fetish.
close it out with that. Let's close it out with that. All right, so how about you read it out loud?
Okay. So, my new boyfriend says it'd be hot if I sent him feet pics. Help. So the question is, well, I'm seeing someone new. The first time we hooked up, he kissed and licked my feet. It kind of threw me, but I went along with it. Afterward, he told me he has a thing for feet. He seemed kind of embarrassed to talk about it, but he said it'd be hot if I could let him choose my pedicure color. I feel kind of weird about it, but I can't tell if that's because it's just not my thing, or if I'm biased because so many people make fun of foot fetishes. I like him, but I'm also not sure how to feel or what to do.
So when you sent this to me, I immediately was like, well, I'm definitely getting House of Dragon vibes. I don't know about you.
Yes. And I know exactly the scene, like everyone knows the scene that who watches House of Dragon knows what you're referring to. And
There's
I'm
the hand and then there's the foot.
And I'm like, you know what? Listen, there are worse fetishes out there.
I agree
you could
with
be
that.
concerned with. I feel like the foot one is the least of your worries. I feel like, she's just not used to maybe excitement in the bedroom, so to speak. I mean, that's not that outlandish.
It's not that outlandish. It's I feel like the vibe I get from her is cute in the sense of like she does, like you said, like I don't think she has had a
very
lot of,
vanilla. Let's just do this missionary.
Like not a lot of crazy, not a lot of like, oh, let's put masks on and get freaky. Like
right, like we don't have
definitely
safe
not.
words. Like just nothing.
Right.
Maybe her butthole
foot. She's like,
tickled. Well, maybe it does. Maybe she just the feet are weird. Maybe she's open to ass play, but maybe she's just really weirded out by the foot thing. And I'm like, if you're gonna pick out my pedicure color, you just have to pay for it.
I think that's cute. Yeah, exactly. If you're gonna go, if you want, this is transactional.
Right, this is transactional. So if you want to pay for my pedicure, you're gonna have to pick the color. But if you want to pick a color, you're gonna have to pay for it. And then if you pick the color, pick a color, and then you're gonna have to pay for my nails because it has to match the pedicure, and it's a package deal. Because my hands are just long toes. So now you have your nails and your feet paid for, girl. Just send them some feet pics.
Yeah, I mean, especially if you have nice feet. What I appreciate is that she said that he came off as slightly embarrassed,
right?
Which shows that he's got some self-awareness.
He has some awareness there,
because if you're talking about fetishes and you're talking about like stuff that's outside the norm or like perceived norm, because there's a lot of stuff that's normal that people don't talk about, but that outside of the perceived norm, and you feel a little embarrassed about it, that means there's some self-awareness, there's some humility. You're being humble about the fact. You're not being like Bitch, send me some feet pics.
Send them toes, ho. Toes,
Like,
send them toes.
that
You
was
know what I'm saying?
see them
It's like
toes.
toes with the toes, you know. But I feel like that's the least of her worries. As long as
Right.
he's not, you know, I mean, and she may be comfortable with this. If he's saying, hey, you know, I'm gonna buy these, can I wear your thongs or buy some thongs and I'll take some pictures in them? It's like,
I think we're going to, boundaries.
right. Then it's
We got some darker gray area. There's gray and then there's darker
We're getting
gray.
dark. But I feel like having him pay for your pedicure and you just send him some feet. Hey, listen,
That's
I'd
cute.
rather send feet pics than asshole pics.
That's true.
And badge pics and nipple shots.
Ooh,
You know what I'm saying? Like
100%.
those
It's
are
a
so
lot
much
safer.
Exactly. It's so much safer. Like, oh, you want some toes? That's fine. It's not a nipple.
Right.
Not a
Especially if you've
pom-pom.
got cute toes. If you got cute toes, or maybe you never thought you had cute toes, and then he's telling you got cute feet, and he's doing it in a way that feels safe and not like dominating.
Right. Kind of creepy.
That's very cute. I feel like go for it, girl.
Send them toes. Yeah.
Send them toes.
Get your free pedicure. Get your nails done too.
Exactly.
I mean, and if you guys ever break up, oh wow, he has pics of my feet. Then he looks like a weirdo, not you. If that's what you're worried about.
That right there.
And your pom pom is still kept away, safe, and not on social media somewhere.
Social media on some revenge site.
Exactly. No one puts toes on a revenge site.
Yeah,
But they'll put your badge on there. Or your asshole. So, you know what? He's not asking you to shit on his chest or anything weird. Like people, hey, we all have our kinks, and then that's what you're into. There's nothing wrong with that.
Right.
But live a little.
Live a little. I feel like on the freak totem pole, toes are the least.
It's the lowest
worrisome, right? Now, if he says he wants to, not to give anything away, but he's saying if he wants to masturbate to your feet,
or have you jerk him with your said feet. People do that too.
People do that. But it just
can't be asking for that if you're not big enough for that either. So it's
girl,
it's another stuff. The dynamics have to be right.
That happens. You're like,
that happens, but the dynamics, you can't.
You think very highly of yourself, don't you?
Right. You think highly of yourself. You have to be truthful with yourself now. So
yeah, exactly.
Be truthful. But yeah, the foot thing is like low on the totem pole. There's some other things out there.
There are many other. There's armpit licking. There's
see, I think that's a little bit more odd than feet.
Exactly.
Because it's like
exactly. It's the armpit. It's like someone being like, "Give me that grundle sweat, girl."
Right?
Like I don't know. I mean, it's there, but like you don't have to get excited about it.
Like armpits aren't. You can have nice feet, but it's like, oh, look at them pits.
That's always weird for me,
right? It just sounds really weird. Like, oh, nice pits. You said tits?
Isn't that from? Was it Meet the Fockers?
Yes.
He's licking her armpit. He's like, loves how it like sits in his hand.
He loves how it sits. He said yes, and it's just like, ooh, she has a nice
so
pit.
good.
You said tits? No, pits.
Pits.
Pits, not tits. Pits. So pits. Send those pics.
Oh my god! And this is a PSA now for all the ladies out there.
All the ladies there.
Embrace the feet pics if he likes it. Know what your boundaries are, but it's okay to play a little.
It's okay to play.
And the PSA to the boys is stay humble.
Right, stay humble out there.
Stay humble. And pay for them pedicures.
Pay for the pedicure.
You want them.
Exactly. You want to pick a color? You have to pay. So there's that.
I love it. Yay. We did it.
And cut.
And scene.
Yes. These girls like, get the fuck off the computer. I'm yawning.
She's like, you guys are tiring.
Oh, this is so much work, mama.
So much work.
Can't even.
Goop and Gat.
Thank you so much for listening. You just listened to the Gooped and Gagged podcast with Vanessa and Pilar. We love having you with us. If you loved it too, even just a little bit, you could rate us, follow us, all that jazz, including telling your friends and have them tell their friends. That would be super dope. You just listened to also Reina Brito. That's our girl.
That's her song, I'm Trying, on her new record, On the Record. Miss you already. Until next time.
Oh, baby.